Hey guys, J-Man37X here bringing you episode 1 of Epic Battle Fantasy 5. Whew, this has been a long time coming here. Really quick, just a couple notes since the intro video. We've done a few of the giveaways. We did 2 on stream and then 1 from the last video. The winner of that is actually, I think, his YouTube name is that one guy. He goes by Marky, and he's actually become a bit of a regular in the Discord. Which I guess I'll just really quick plug the Discord. If you guys want to keep in touch with me, just talk about this game or other games, or just be notified basically of when I'm doing new streams, stuff like that. Please feel free to join the Discord. Links in the description, like it is in all my recent videos. I greatly appreciate it. Also, you see I have a face cam. I even made this little nice little thematically appropriate so I'm just getting the audio right. Thematically appropriate border, so I hope you like that. Let me know how you think of the size and the quality and all that stuff. Yeah, this is the first episode here. Like I said last time, this game really needs no introduction. You can see this is deluxe version 0.999. This should go up about 2 days before the game fully comes out, so I'm getting a bit of a jump on it. Like I said last time, also, Matt did give me permission to start covering this game and all that stuff. So, sorry, just one more thing before we actually start. I like to make the distinction about these videos versus the Twitch VOD uploads. So the VOD uploads, which I will be uploading to Twitch, probably on alternating days from this game. These are going to go up Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Those will probably go up Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I think is what I'm going to go with for now. Those are going to be much longer. They're going to be about an hour long each, but they're going to be my blind reactions. So the first time I play through the game is going to be live on stream. I stream Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. EST typically. Like I said, I'll keep you guys more in the loop on that into the Discord. But yeah, those will be my initial reactions. These videos are going to be much more well, not much more, but basically I'll be going into this with a lot of tips that you guys gave me during the live stream, as well as stuff that I figured out through my initial playthrough, and I'll be able to kind of push you guys in the right direction, I guess, whenever I can. But still, certainly, I'm not going to be perfect, so feel free to leave me comments and stuff. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it here. New game. First thing I notice is the text is very slow, so I'm just going to be clicking every time. So you see we have Ferna here. Matt seems to have gotten himself in a bit of an interesting situation here. Pretty neat looking boss. Only got 1 life left. Gonna be trapped in here forever. Uh-oh, what's he gonna do? Weak spot's the eye, of course. It's always the eye. Oh, and it's a video game. Bit of a completely generic triangular logo in the background. 23 tries. I'm hoping it doesn't take me that long for this game, but we'll see. I'm not quite there yet by any means. I wonder if this is foreshadowing for this game or something. I didn't actually catch this first time through. Oh. Also, you'll notice a anti-NoLegged poster over here. What the crap was that? So something just completely destroyed his TV somehow. For this, my TV's gonna pay. Hockey stick. He's got his classic like pirate garb here. Some snacks. Okay. So here we go. Really quick, I want to mention this game is the storyline, at least of this game. This is I guess a reboot-ish to the series. None of the characters are previously know each other. So, I mean, some of the pre-existing themes from the older games are there. Some pre-existing locations are there. But in general, this is pretty much like a soft reboot. So, just so we're kind of on the same page there. So, the computer until it comes back on. Oh. So I'm going to be using mouse controls here, very useful. You can do keyboard if you want a bit more of a traditional experience, but mouse helps you find secrets like this here. So of course you get this little secret passageway to get here. First flare in the game. I forgot I had this back room here. It's a belt buckle. I'm going to quickly go through a lot of the stuff here. So food items, these are healing items, stat items, cooldown reduction items, stuff like that. I'll get into a bit more of the specifics later. He starts with an iron brew, bit of a brewski there. Accuracy by 60%, pretty good. Steroids, these are, actually says at the top, these are permanent stat boosts. Every character has their own set of, I think, 4 or 5 stat boost games in this game. So you don't have to worry about deciding who you want to give, like, the health buffs to or anything. I don't even know if you could boost health, but you get the idea. These are crafting supplies. Use them to forge stuff. Most common type of loot are these guys. Some of them you can also use as weapons, like shurikens. I actually have forgotten about that, and I've never done it once in the stream, but that's the thing. Key items, there's a lot of these in the game. You get your scouter. There's no scan bot in this game. Very sad about that. But anyone can scan and it doesn't cost SP, so that's good at least. Boots allow you to walk. I'd be curious if someone could hack the game and see what happens if you don't have the boots, but I'm sure it doesn't do anything. But I like how every single movement-related feature in this game is locked behind a pair of boots. And then a map. So that's that. You have your stats. Stats are pretty typical of what you'd expect from an RPG. You have your HP, you have physical attack, magic attack. Each attack will tell you what kind of move it is. Usually they're pretty self-explanatory. Like if you physically hit someone with a sword, that's a physical attack. If you throw a fireball at them, that's gonna be a magic attack. Defense and magic defense protect you against elements of the corresponding type. Accuracy is how often you hit. Evade is how often you can avoid getting hit. You have element resistances. 10 elements in this game. Attacks can have any of these elements. Only one. There's no multi-element attacks in this game, I don't think. As cool of a thing as that was a thing in the third game a little bit, but I think that's it. Statuses, there's a lot, as you can see. I'm kind of gonna tackle these as we get them, I think. But since we can look at this one already, stun. If you're stunned, you basically just lose your turn. You could just heal it with status healing items. Chilled, you take increased. It like changes some of your elemental weaknesses a little bit. Freeze is another one where you just can't move at all. Just briefly, but Death and Doom, we're not going to see those for a while. I'm not going to get into those here. Skills, I kind of went over these in some of the demos. Most of these I'm not going to go over until we have them, so I'll go over what we have so far. Protect is a full team defense up, very helpful ability. You can see it gives you a 30 defense buff. How buffs work in this game, they work different from the previous games. They actually, so if you have like a 20 defense debuff, for example, and you use this, your defense is 30. They don't stack in this game. Any type of buff actually completely replaces in this game. So this doesn't give you plus 30. This sets your defense buff to 30 when you use it. So bit of a distinction to make there. This low accuracy, you can steal items. I haven't made any use of it yet, but I think it's a good way for farming items. This is really nice, actually. Buffs attack and gives Brave. So this gives you a 40 buff and 3 turns of Brave, which Brave increases your chance of getting critical hits, and I think makes it impossible to get critical hits against you. So it's also a bit of a defensive ability. Has a 1-turn cooldown. Tremor, basic earth attack. This is physical. Geyser, basic water attack, also physical. Matt actually is well acquainted with earth and water. Those are actually his main elements in this game, which is kind of interesting. Summons, can't do anything with those yet. Equips, we don't start with any alternate equips in this game. You can kind of take a quick look at what these do. Nothing too crazy, but pretty standard. Elementless, Ultra Pro 9000X, didn't even notice that. Forge, you can upgrade your stuff. We can't do that yet, of course, because we just started and we don't have any items, but you can see kind of how the interface for that works. Tells you what increases, and all the green is going to be what you're going to add onto this. Pretty much every item has a unique effect it'll learn at around level 3 most of the time. Whoops, this is the map. It's absolutely huge. Current goal points to with an arrow. You can also now make notes on the map. You can set an X, set a check, or set a question mark. Very useful for when you get to stuff that you can't interact with yet. Which I'm going to go ahead and set one right here, I think. All right off the bat, because I think I remember there being something there. Quests, don't have any of those yet. Bestiary, don't have any of those yet. Medals, I'm going to leave that screen because a lot of those medals I've already gotten because, like I said, my first playthrough is going to be on the on Twitch. These are just stats. A lot of pretty standard stuff, but very useful. Options, you can see I'm going to be playing on Epic. I think I'll actually have that in the title of every video just so everyone knows, just so we're all on the same page with that. Mostly physical, mostly other stuff. I'm going to be using these 4 save slots up here for the YouTube videos, and these 3 down here are for Twitch, so don't pay too much attention to those. But anyway, whew, okay. Sorry, a lot of introduction stuff. I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page here for anyone who isn't necessarily a veteran of the series. We just got a coffee that revives you with like 20-ish HP, I think it was, when you use it. Beer, buff attack. Cola, buff magic attack. Pretty self-explanatory. This is a gaming console. This is a newspaper. It's a quest item, or it's a key item, but I don't know what it's for yet. Right sock, this is also a key item. Spring, just a craftable item here. Left sock, another quest item. And some wool. I'm not gonna, like, explain every single item, but most of them are just crafting items, and if we get anything interesting, I'll go over those. Okay, so this is the starting area. You may also notice that this music is some sort of variation of, I think it was Quest for Booty from the third game. It is honestly one of my favorite songs, so I was very, you guys might remember from the demo if you saw that, my demo footage. I was very happy to hear this song coming back. Mouse controls, whoops. Oh, I didn't even look at this, but we only have one party member, so we can't do much with this yet, no. But, yeah, we can talk to this guy. Jeff. It's Jeff. Stuff's going down. Some sort of earthquake happened. We even have electricity. Weird cat. Uh-oh. So we got some company around here then. We can go over here. Yeah, you can see we can't go this way yet. I already marked it on the map because I remember that that was there. We'll take a little walk over here. See if our neighbor is around. We got this little fella here. Earthenware. This is another key item. There's a lot of key items in this game. Most of them are just like one-off items, or like a set of collectibles, basically, that you get for a quest. Jerry's not home, apparently. Strange, can't go into his house. I think this is premium content. I am playing on the Steam version. This is the premium version, so I have all the premium content. I can't go to the premium dungeons yet, but I don't think we're gonna reach any of them by that point anyway. So by the time the game comes out, we should be good. But it does have this radio, which I think this is premium content, actually, the radios, which I find interesting. Basically, like, most areas have, like, a radio that you can use to change up the music a bit, which is nice. Okay, so the north we have the Wild Tropics, east is Hope Harbor, which is where we're from, south is Frozen Valley. Apparently you can actually go south from here at some point. So over here we have our first little basic block puzzle. There's a few of these in the game. They're all... actually, before I move that up, let me get this chest first, because it's actually going to block it off. A couple more items. Can't get this yet. Okay, apparently we need something that appears to be a shovel. Wait, hold on. I almost messed up this puzzle. This easiest puzzle in the game, I almost messed it up. Okay. Here we have our second flare. I actually didn't go over the flares, that was my bad. So this one gives Earth, Death, and Doom Resist, which is pretty nice. Pretty standard. This one gives us Blessed, which, or it has a chance at least to give you Blessed, as well as Poison Resist. Blessed is a status that prevents that character from, I think it's from all debuffs and negative status effects. So you can't be burned, you can't be poisoned, you can't have your stats lowered. It's quite useful. It's a very simple buff, and it's a pretty common one, actually. But, it's a huge fireball in this guy. What could that be? Oh, it's the sun. Right. Another crafting item there. Okay. So see, this time they actually kind of drop you right into the... They don't just start you in a town this time like the previous two games. They actually kind of start you, like, in the thick of things. So, this is what you might call a foe, so to speak. Talk to them to spark things off. Yeah, let's engage in conversation with this guy. Ah, I see. Not much of the talking type, I see. These rocks trying to fight me. Okay. So, this is the battle interface. You can see also this is where I got the inspiration for my little border here. I actually kind of just used one of these and changed it around a little bit. Yep, we actually have Bless here, so you can see all the status and stuff, mouse over it, and they tell you what you do. They tell you what they do. There we go. So here you can see all your weaknesses, your stats, resistances, stuff like that. You have your basic attack, you have tactics, defend, scan, skip, which isn't very useful. You can try and capture. I'm going to be capturing every single enemy in this game. And you can flee. So these are the skills we have so far. I went over pretty much all of them briefly. You can change your equips mid-battle. Not useful most of the time, but really long battles later on, probably this will be useful. I know I utilized that in like the very late game content in the fourth game. Your items, you can see you can use shurikens. I'm not going to. Okay, so right at the start you saw me scan these guys. You scan and then it just scans all the enemies in the room. These are just pretty basic stone little earth enemies, not very smart. Weak to ice and bomb. Don't have bomb yet, but we don't have ice either, actually. And you see they're susceptible to ice, freeze, stagger, and confuse. I'll get to those a bit later on. You can see their stats. Most enemies have pretty balanced defenses, but some guys don't. These guys are a little bit evasive. And we don't actually have anything they're weak to, so I'm just gonna hit them with a regular attack. So you see my weapon actually has a status it can inflict. It can inflict chill, so now we can actually see exactly what that is. Oh, it's gone. Yeah, increases ice and water damage, removed by fire, and I think it decreases fire damage or something like that. So, sorry, there's a lot of explanation. This is the first episode, so we got a lot of ground to cover. Capturing. Pretty easy early on. So the capturing actually is a very complex mechanic. You can see we can nickname foes. I don't think I'm going to, but the capturing is pretty complex. There's not that much RNG, so it's not like Pokemon where, you know, you just keep chucking Pokeballs until you catch it. If you don't catch it, you're probably not going to catch it with the current status that it's in. It's affected pretty decently by HP, of course, so lower HP is better. It's affected by all negative status inflictions, so fire, poison, let me look through these, stagger, tired, I think might as well, siphon, bad luck, curse, stun and freeze help a lot. Some of them, like dry and wet, I don't think they do. Those are more like neutral status effects. As well as defensive debuffs. So if you debuff their evade, their defense, or their special defense, that will also help your catch chance. Offensive buffs do not. So physical attack, special attack, or magic attack, and accuracy. Those don't impact catching at all. But those are just kind of a few of the things you can consider. There's some other things as well, as good luck on your party helps. There's some equipment that helps you. There's a lot to the capture mechanic. It's pretty in-depth. There's a lot of ways you can stack it in your favor. On Twitch at least, I've yet to miss a missable capture. You can capture bosses, you can capture mini-bosses, you can capture almost everything, with very few exceptions. So I will be trying to capture absolutely everything. Some sort of crab. You'll notice there's no box icon here. If there's no box icon, that means you haven't caught it. If there's a white box icon, that means you have. And if there's a red box icon, that means you can't catch it. Which we'll actually be seeing that shortly, I believe. This is a Hermit Creep. Weak to Electric, Earth, and Holy, and Poison. Couple resistances. Pretty standard. Most of these is water attacks. Nothing. I think we're slightly resistant to water. Yes, because of probably our hat. No. Oh, it's actually our hockey stick. Okay. Sort of just use earth attacks. The early fights are, you know, pretty one-dimensional. He just did that, buffed his defense, magic defense, and he has the defense status, which some enemies can do that. This actually is what happens when you defend as well. It just reduces damage by flat 50% reduction. This guy would be very hard to catch right now. And he actually will be, because I do want to try and catch this guy, but he's buffed his defense quite a lot. So this guy will actually be a little bit tricky. We might not be able to catch him right now, but we can always try again later. I actually didn't fully heal up outside of battle, so actually I think I need to heal here. Fruit is acceptable, as I kind of botched that a little bit. We can see status buffs, just like in the previous games, they decrease. They move towards 0 by 5 every turn. So if these were negatives, they'd be going down as well. They just move towards a neutral state. Let's try it here. Bit of a bigger box, because he's a bit of a bigger enemy. Okay. So you notice it shakes. Sometimes it shakes, and how I like to explain how I heard it explained was the less times it shakes, the more obvious the outcome was. So basically, if you catch it and it doesn't shake at all, that means you were way over catching it. Versus if it breaks out without any shakes, that means you weren't even close. Whereas if it shakes 3 times and then you catch it, it means you were barely able to catch it. And if it shakes 3 times and it breaks out, you were barely not able to. So based on the shakes, you can kind of just determine how much you need to push to try and get the enemy into a catchable state, basically. Also, you can interact with animals in this game. I already have it, but if you interact with an animal a bunch of times, it will get very angry, and you get a medal for it the first time you do it. Of course, I'm not going to be able to show getting the medal, but, actually I can, just look around here. It's here somewhere. I think it's this one. Yeah, discover a demon hiding in plain sight. So that's the achievement you get from that. Okay, next enemy. I think we're gonna get up to, this will be a bit of a longer episode. I'm gonna try and keep this around 20-ish minutes. But I'm gonna make a bit of an exception this time because, you know, it's the first one. We got a lot of tutorial stuff, and I want to make sure we get a few battles in at least. Okay, so these are water slimes. First of many slime enemies we'll find. Blob of living water, not safe for drinking, presumably. They don't actually know for sure. Electric ice, nothing I have again. Just give him a whack here. Ooh, look at that. Almost one shot of slime. Remember, we are playing on epic difficulty, so you notice I'm taking quite a lot of damage from pretty much everything. The way I'm going to play this game is the same way that I'm playing the live stream, where I'm going to be, hold on. I actually might die if I'm not careful here. I can't kill him in one shot is the problem. I could use a limit break, but that just seems overkill. I guess I'll use it just to show it off. You get them back pretty quick in this game. So limit breaks basically, see this red meter? Basically whenever you take damage, and maybe when you deal damage. I actually don't remember right now, to be honest. You charge up your limit break meter, and then you're able to use one of your limit breaks, which are just incredibly powerful attacks. This one in particular, his default one, Cleaver, depends on your current weapon. If you kill an enemy with it, it will move on to the next target. High accuracy, high crit rate, 220 damage, very good. Whatever, let's just use it. One of my all-time favorite limit breaks. Cut through moss. Oh, this. Oh. I didn't realize this was 2 waves. Oh, dear. This is already a lot more challenging than I remember it being on the stream, to be honest. That's a little bit... Thankfully, the autosave feature exists. That was a little bit embarrassing. Okay, let's try that again. We have our limit break back. There's not... Oh, I mean, I guess the main thing I did that I scanned, and then... This is like the only time when I actually, I'd say, wasted a turn. Real charming creatures. Their attacks just do so much damage. Alright, I'm actually gonna leave and come back. I have not died a single time in the live stream, and here I died of the first required encounter. Oh my god. Oh man. Okay, well, while we're getting health back, I can show off the summons we have so far. We don't have enough SP. You get SP, I think, whenever you level up. Or, like, max SP, I mean. So this one gives dry to all allies. Pretty worthless, honestly. Single target, non-elemental attack. 160 power on one target. It's pretty good. I'm gonna unequip that guy also. You can kind of move these around as you see fit. On equip, you can sort them in a bunch of ways. Pretty helpful. Let's try this tricky encounter again here. I'm not gonna limit break. I'm going to. I guess I'm actually gonna have to use a bit of the least amount of strategy possible, but still. Okay, so now I'm gonna be able to one-shot these guys. Although I do still want to catch one, so that honestly might have been a mistake as well. But that's fine. There'll be time to catch these guys later. I'm not worried about it. Whee. I could try and catch one in the next wave as well. But most likely I'm just going to kill these guys, to be honest. Because I just don't want him to kill me. He keeps doing like one of his strongest attacks. That one hurts a lot too. I might lose again. I guess I'll use a pumpkin. Yeah, fine. Money is really hard to get in epic difficulty. Yeah, it's a good thing I used that. I would have died. So I try and avoid using items whenever I can. But I just can't really avoid it at the moment. Okay, I'd like to try and catch this guy. I'm actually going to try something stupid and just actually... no, I'm going to defend, and then I'm going to hit him next turn, and he should live. And then I should be able to catch him. Of course I get a crit. That's fine. We'll catch one of those guys later. It's actually the most useless summon in the entire game, so I'm actually not at all worried about it. I'm just going to wait for my health to come back. This is a little bit awkward, I'm going to be honest. Alright, so yeah, we're going to get through this encounter, we're going to go explore above a little bit, and then I think we're going to end it off, so... So I can actually upgrade my hockey stick already, which I think I will do. Yeah, let's do it here. So here you can see the first effect it's going to gain is it's going to steal items with single target melee attacks. Single target melee attacks includes your regular attack, but I believe it also includes stuff like cleaver, actually. It includes things that utilize your weapon's basic functionality, basically. So that's pretty handy. That's like a really nice little ability you can have it do. Just you think I can't see him. Can't be too safe here. Okay. So, this is boss battle already. So this is the first of the team, I guess, enemy encounters. So you notice he has a red box. It's also our first uncapturable enemy. Soul spirit resonates with yours. He's got high evade. That's kind of his thing. He's weak to fire and water. All of these guys have a way to make them surrender. You can win just by, you know, brute force just killing them. But if you do that, you won't get a medal. Basically, there's a medal you want to get, which I already have all of them. NoLegged is very simple. You just splash him with water, and then he just surrenders and he leaves. This is by far the easiest one. Considering it's the first one, you know, makes sense. So we gotta level up there. You can't trick me with your crocodile tears. He's meowing at us. You wanna join my party? What's your name? Meow. What a strange yet fitting name. Partners in crime. Look at his eyes. NoLegged is so cute. I don't know how he holds a sword and shield, but he does. Okay, so I'm just gonna get this chest here. This is actually a first stat item. I think I'm gonna avoid using stat items for now. I'm just gonna hold on to them. But here you see we got our first additional party member. You can kind of see his stat starts at level 2, so he's the same level as us. His defense stats are... Oh, they're actually better than Matt's right now. Never mind. Probably because of his armor. But, yeah, it is because of his armor. You can see he's very evasive. That's kind of NoLegged's main gimmick, is that he is extremely agile. We can take a quick peek at some of his skills. He starts with Barrier, which is just protect, but for special defense. He has Cherish, which you make someone lovable, which it actually says what it does. Makes them untargetable by single target attacks. That's actually... Oh, and he starts with Jump Attack. This will hit 3 times, and it'll jump to a new enemy if the enemy dies, and it gains an extra hit if it does, which is nice. And this is just a basic, like, decent damage 4-hit attack. Starts with the Destroy. He actually starts with both God Cats or his limit breaks. This one's Dark Element, 100 power, hits everyone, Dispels, which gets rid of their buffs and positive stuff. It doesn't start with any alternate equips, I don't think, but you can see the stuff that he starts with is very defensive, so... It does give him a couple glaring weaknesses, though, there to water and fire. So that's NoLegged. He's one of my favorite characters so far, by quite a lot, actually. He's an absolute joy to use in battle. I think we're going to talk to these guys, and then we're going to end it off here. So here we have Chad. You've forgotten how the outside world works. Bucket contains slime bunnies, which will heal you up, and there's a shop. I can explore on my own. Pretty much every building in this game has some sort of secret associated with it, just so you know. I've eaten food before. Yeah, some food will stuff you so that you can't eat. We don't have any of that yet. That's a new mechanic, I think. Here's also the bucket he was talking about. Has a slime bunny in it. Just heals your party and resets cooldowns and stuff. We're gonna get this chest, of course, because it's right here. But I think we're gonna go ahead and end it off there. We got a few places to explore here, and some wilderness to look into in the next video. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Like I said, this video is a little bit longer than I want them to be typically, but we had to get through a lot of the introductory stuff. So yeah, thank you guys very much. If you liked this video, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check the description for a link to my twitch.tv channel, where I'm going to be, like I said, I'm going to be streaming this game for quite some time, and then I will be uploading the VODs to YouTube. But I know people really enjoy helping me out and watching me experience stuff for the first time in chat. So if you aren't trying to avoid spoilers, at least, I highly recommend you check out my Twitch. If you are trying to avoid spoilers, then it's a bit counterintuitive, but I would say you might actually want to maybe just drop a follow if you want to check me out later, and then just not watch for the time being, because, you know, I am already like 12 hours into this game, on Twitch, so I'm quite a lot further ahead. If you don't care about that, you know, you can watch the VODs, you can watch me on Twitch, you can pretty much watch everything if you already know what this game has to bring and you're not worried about spoilers. But if you want to play it alongside me, or if you aren't even playing it, you just want to experience it at kind of a slower pace, feel free to just stick to the main YouTube videos. And like I said last time, please feel free to join my Discord as well. I really love having more of you guys in there. We got a few people that came from like pretty recently, and yeah, it's a lot of fun talking to you guys. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Next time we're going to continue on exploring and try out our brand new party member here, NoLegged. I'm actually going to set him in the forefront here. Look at that. Look at this little guy. He's so cute. All right. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later.